Hello everyone, my name is Carly Rogers and I am from Alexandria, Louisiana, and I am here to share with you all my LuLaRoe review. But first, I'm going to need some participation from all of you. I'm going to ask a set of questions and I need you to answer yes to all of them, okay? Will you remember me tomorrow? Will you remember me next week? Will you remember me next month? Will you remember me next year? Will you remember me 10 years from now? Knock, knock. You've forgotten me already. Well, hopefully because of LuLaRoe, I will do something that's memorable. Here's my story. Growing up, I despised shopping and trying on clothes. I would go into the same stores and have to try on multiple sizes in a style just to find something to work. And often I would walk out of those same stores empty-handed and completely discouraged. I essentially gave up on the world of fashion and shopping. In 2016, I attended my very first LuLaRoe pop-up boutique. For a while, I watched the other ladies while they were trying on clothes because I was still hesitant to do so. After seeing how amazing and how happy all of them looked, I decided to give it a try. I found a black and white Amelia and fell in love with it. The pockets, the pleats, the zipper. It was fabulous. I went a long while without hearing very much about the company when one of my friends told me that she was a LuLaRoe retailer. I joined a live and bought a Carly, mainly because it shares my name, but I fell in love with it too. That fall, I hosted my very first pop-up and was blessed with so many amazing clothes that I got to pick out. I tried on so many different styles, Cassie's, Perfect Tees, Irma's, and so many more. From that moment on, I was able to hear the sizes and styles and know if it would fit me or not. Months went by and I attended many more pop-ups and joined many more lives. It was just so easy to shop. In 2017, I was preparing to graduate with my bachelor's in psychology and applying to counseling programs for my master's degree. I just couldn't quite wrap my mind around how I was going to pay for it all. I thought long and hard and prayed about it. Finally, I approached my mom, Carla, with the idea of selling LuLaRoe, investing my savings into it. My mom was so taken aback by the suggestion because remember, I despised shopping and trying on clothes, and now here I am proposing to sell clothes. Ironic, right? So, on St. Patrick's Day, 2017, I signed up. The first Friday of June, I received my inventory. That following week, I had my open house. Within the first 6 months, I paid off graduate school and made back my initial investment. God truly blessed the business. Over the next 15 months, I experienced tons of changes within the business. When I first began selling LuLaRoe, pop-ups and vendor events were the main mode to sell clothes. I had a pop-up scheduled just about every other weekend. Around this time, the popularity of Facebook Live was growing, but I only went live maybe once or twice a week, which was enough for then. After Christmas, no one was booking pop-ups with me. I did not know what I was going to do. I started to go live more often, and my viewers slowly grew, and so did my customers and therefore my sales. But I constantly found myself in a fight against the dreaded Facebook algorithm. In the midst of all of this, my team was changing too. I found myself with a new sponsor, a new trainer, a new sponsor again, and finally a new coach. I was in a place where I did not know who to turn to for help or who I even belonged to. Even though these thoughts were swirling around in my head, my core remained the same. I worked my business the best I knew how, no matter what was going on around me. My mom had begun helping me with the business, so she began to reach out to anyone she thought would help. One day, my current trainer was on her way to my house as part of an extended road trip and brought along her best friend and my current sponsor. This changed my entire outlook on LuLaRoe and my business. These two ladies, Jen and Krista, challenged me, encouraged me, and made me feel part of a family. While they were here, we all suggested that my mom sign up as a LuLaRoe retailer as well. After much thought and prayer, she did and became a retailer in October. She made back her initial investment in just 2 weeks. Within 5 months, we both qualified for the Fresh Start Challenge and the New Start Challenge. That was a whirlwind. As part of their team, Mom and I had the opportunity to go to Florida for a weekend getaway that was also filled with so much amazing training. We went to the beach together. We ate together. We went live together. We did all the things. After this trip to Florida, Jen asked Mom and I if we would lead a Facebook training for our team, #United. Never would I have thought that this opportunity would have been presented to me when I tried on that very first Amelia. Mom and I received so many calls to ask us questions about how we did things and how we branded ourselves. We were able to give these ladies the tools they were seeking to jumpstart their businesses. Several months after that, my mom and I met Jen and Krista in Dallas and traveled to Oklahoma to meet the rest of the retailers who shared my sponsor. The 4 of us were in the hotel room and everyone except Mom was in their PJs. Then Mom grabs our travel ring light, puts her phone in the stand and says, "I'm going live." She was challenged to sell 10 items before she went to bed. Before the end of the night, all of us made an appearance during that live. We had a blast. The next day, we participated in a round robin with 7 retailers. We were celebrating one of our team members' decision to stay in LuLaRoe after Jen and Krista gave her so much encouragement. We all continue to help out one another and support one another, not just through the business, but through life. LuLaRoe is very much a business that has blessed me financially. As of this past November, I will officially graduate with my master's debt-free. But beyond that, I feel a part of a movement. I love what I do and who I do it with. In my hardest days, I have a group of ladies, my team and my customers, who are able to gather with me to lift me up in their prayers, their words, and their actions. In my best days, that same group is there rooting and cheering me on. Mom and I have branded ourselves as CNC's Lula Family because that's what our group of customers have become for us. We have arranged for our local customers to join us for dinner, to hang out and chit-chat. We've called customers before and sent voice recordings after they have requested prayer for various situations. This past Christmas, we hosted a white elephant party and provided all of the gifts. We ate snacks, shared stories, laughed, cried, played games, and of course, did a little bit of shopping. It was such a great opportunity for us all to gather together as a family. LuLaRoe has allowed me to travel to the small town where my great-grandparents lived just this last November. There, we met a lady and her daughter who was confined to a wheelchair. They joined Mom and I for a live looking for outfits that her daughter could wear despite her disabilities. The Carleys were too long, the Cassies were too straight and too short, but then we showed her a perfect tee with matching leggings. She sent us a picture of her in it, and she was so excited to be able to wear the same brand as her mother without needing any special alterations. They invited us back to town for a vendor event in February. They came up to our racks asking what else she could try. We showed her the Lindsay, the Randy, and the Irma. Her face lit up again when she saw all of the possibilities she had to dress fashionably and comfortably despite her limitations. We have hosted fundraisers for many of our local schools. We participated in a fundraiser for a fellow local retailer who was pregnant with twins, one of which was already diagnosed with a mental disability and was putting the other twin in distress, harming the mother in the process. We took several pieces of her inventory to sell for her while she was on bed rest for the rest of her pregnancy. I am pleased to announce that both twins and the mom are doing well. My favorite way of giving back through LuLaRoe is donating to the Tupelo Children's Mansion. Mom and I go through each girl who has sent in a list of specific requests for LuLaRoe. And we go and we hunt down for each of their unicorns to give to them. I wasn't expecting anything back from them. One day I came home and saw a manila envelope with our names on it. All of the girls had made a card for us, signed it, thanked us for their new clothes, ranting and raving about how amazing LuLaRoe is. I sat there in a puddle of tears, humbled by this sign of gratitude. Now that I have accomplished my original LuLaRoe goal of paying off graduate school, I needed a new one. I thought to myself, no, I really just can't see me not selling LuLaRoe. I decided that I wanted to give the opportunity that was given to me to other young women in similar situations as myself, and I have chosen to grow a team. I have spoken with so many other women in my area about joining LuLaRoe and their movement, and I will continue to pursue this goal. I will make it to leadership because I want to continue to learn and grow and meet new people and share ideas and change people's lives. I want to be remembered for something. Not that I was a top seller or that I had the biggest group, but I want to help and support people and watch them grow and give them the tools they need to change their lives and reach their goals, whatever they may be. In conclusion, I want to thank my sponsor, Krista Berry, my trainer, Jennifer Pomeranke, my coach, Jacqueline Thomas, my mentor, Tori Macy's, my upline mentors, Kim and Doug Roylance, and the ones who started it all, Deanne and Mark Stidham. I am behind you all the way. Thank you for the opportunity you have given me to pursue my dreams. Finally, I want to thank my parents and brother for making this a family business. I hope you all have a great day, and God bless.